Welcome. Safety is our absolute first priority. Only together can we prevent unsafe situations. That's everyone's responsibility. Know your responsibilities and you'll always stay one step ahead of danger. Awareness of health and safety, the environment and well-being is not a 9-to-5 job. It has to be second nature. As well as the information that has already been harmonized, location and company-specific information also applies. Ask for it. Today we'd like to draw your attention to process safety and safeguarding. Before certain jobs on an installation can begin, the installation or relevant parts of the installation must first be safeguarded. This means ensuring that the installation is free of liquid and gas and depressurized. Safeguarding is the responsibility of the operator. With this, the operations department provides a safe workplace. So liquids and gases are confined to where they belong, in pipes and installations on which no work is scheduled. This way we are able to manage safety risks that could otherwise lead to incidents. By safeguarding the process, you prevent unintentional or accidental operation of the installation and the processes. In other words, you prevent that someone is being exposed to hazardous substances. Safeguarding is done by physically separating system components or by blocking them. For this you use, for example, shut-off valves, spectacle flanges, connecting flanges, blind flanges, bleeders, and lockout and tagout devices like locks, chains and labels. The operator from the operations department ensures the safeguarding of the process. This means that he performs physical safeguarding according to a safety plan. So there is a physical check of the safeguard in place and he must give his approval for this. Once the job is complete, the safeguard is lifted. The operations department also provides reporting and registration of the safeguarding. But beware. Operations may well hand over the installation depressurized and clean. Nevertheless, residues can always be left behind, like benzene, mercury, low specific activity or hydrogen sulfide. So be sure that measurements are carried out regularly. Be well prepared for your job. For example, discuss the work during a toolbox meeting and discuss the permit to work. Also hold a pre-job meeting. Before you start working, read and check both sides of the permit to work. Inspect your workplace before you start working. Check the escape routes and assembly points. Together with an expert, check that the installation or the system components you're going to be working on are free of hazardous substances. Also check if the installation is depressurized and electrically dead. In short, to measure is to know. Finally, carry out a last-minute risk analysis. Before you start working, the issuer and the holder of the permit to work must guarantee that the control measures described in the permit to work have actually been taken. They do so at the workplace. In addition, they must guarantee that the control measures for safe execution of the work itself have actually been taken. Pay attention to this. During the job, check regularly that the system you're working on is still free of processed substances. So beware of evaporating residues. But also check regularly that the installation is depressurized and electrically dead. Besides, make sure that you are physically shielded from live electrical systems and moving parts like a ventilator fan. If necessary, take additional precautions. If you're in doubt, have the issuer of the permit to work convince you that the workplace is safe. Make sure you stop working immediately if you're unclear about anything or when there's danger. Even if there are deviations from the permit to work, you must immediately stop working. If you've not completed your work, block subsequent work. Never improvise. Finally, immediately report any defects or damage to the system and its components. Would you like to know more about electrical safety? Check out the video about electrical hazards. For questions or further information, you can turn to your supervisor. And remember, work safely or do not work at all. Good luck!